Today's topic is statistics. What is statistics? Any idea? So let me give an example. Now you on a TV and you keep a news channel, and what do you see there? You find so many newses which appears on the screen. It might be of many states, districts, etc. What are we getting from it? We are getting some information which is of some use. So that is called as data. A data can be in a form of table or chart or graph or some numerical figure. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಟಿವಿ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೇನೋ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಡೇಟಾ, ಆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, ಅದು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುವ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ನ ಅದನ್ನು ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ or figures which are numerical or otherwise collected with a definite purpose is called as data. Now we have collected this information, data and all. There is a branch of mathematics which studies this data which is collected for a purpose, and that branch is called as statistics. So branch of mathematics which studies this data which is collected for a purpose is called as statistics. Now let's move on to varieties of data, the types of data. Now types of data: primary data, secondary data. Now what is primary data? Now I give you a task. Now I tell you to ask your friends what is their favorite chocolate or favorite color. What will you do? You will directly ask them. You will directly tell, hi Divya, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite chocolate? So you're directly asking some information and you're gaining it, and that is called as primary data. You investigate directly, keeping the object in the mind. So what is secondary data? Now another example. Now I tell you, just list out all the president's name or former president's name of India. What will you do? You will immediately Google and check out who are they. So what are you doing here? You're listening to me, you're listening to my question, and then later you're referring some record where information is already stored. You're referring to Google. So that is called as secondary data. You're gaining an information where the source is already containing that information. That is called as secondary data. ಈಗ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ದಿವ್ಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಕಲರ್ ಇಷ್ಟ, ಏನು ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಇದು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಡೇಟಾ. ನೀವೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗಿ ನೀವೇ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಪೇಪರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಪೇಪರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ. ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಸೋರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹುಡುಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಸೋರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ರಿ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಸೋರ್ಸಿಂದ ಆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನನ್ನು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ರಿ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Now presentation of data. Now you have the collected data with you. You can't just simply tell the information. There is a way how you present the data. So there are different types. There are 3 types. One is raw data, ungrouped data and group data. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನನ್ನು ಹಾಗೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಆ ಥರ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್: ರಾ ಡೇಟಾ, ಅನ್ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ರಾ ಡೇಟಾ Now I have an example here. I have a set of 10 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the numbers, this is the marks of students who had got in mathematics subject. Okay, this is the marks that students have obtained in mathematics. So when I give this data and ask you to find out who has scored highest and who has scored lowest, it will be little difficult when you just see a lot of numbers just like this. So it is easier for us when you group them. So first what will I do is, I will write this in an ascending order. Now I have written this in ascending order. Now if I ask you which is the student who has scored highest mark and what is the lowest mark in this? So what will you tell? Easily you will tell the lowest mark is 25. The highest mark is 95. This is just a normal data. This is of only few numbers, only few students' marks is given. So it is called as raw data. There is no any other information about frequency, how many students have gained it, or nothing is given like that. So it is very simple. So it is called as raw data. And here we come across something called range. When they ask you to find range, you have to simply subtract the highest score by the lowest score. 95 minus 25. This will give you the range. ಈಗ ನಾನು ರಾ ಡೇಟಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಜಂಬಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಜಂಬಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಲೋವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಯಾವುದಂತ. ನೀವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಬೆಸ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನು ಅಸೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಗ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಇದು ಅಸೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಏನು 95, ಲೋವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 25 ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಈಗ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ರೇಂಜ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ರೇಂಜ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ದ ಲೋವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ರೇಂಜ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 70, ಇದರ ರೇಂಜ್ 70. So we saw about raw data. There was only few marks given. Okay, but here there are so many marks of many students are given. So I am considering the example 2. Here marks of 30 students have given where they scored 10, 20, 36 out of 100. So the number of students here is 30. In this you can see few numbers being repeated like 92. 92 is being repeated here also, it is repeated here also 3 times. So what do you call this repetition as? It is called as frequency. So a number is being repeated 2 or thrice or how many ever times it is. So that is called as frequency. So in this data you can tell about the frequency here. It is not grouped. As of now we are not grouping any of the data. We are individually writing the data. So each number you're going to write it here, leaving the numbers which have been repeated. You just write it once. Now 10. What is the number of frequency? Here frequency is the number of students. How many students have obtained 10 out of 100? How many students have been obtained here? Only 1. See about ungrouped data now. First we saw about raw data. There was only few data given there, only of 10 students. But here there is marks of mathematics where students have been scored out of 100. Here there are 30 students. What is the difference between this data and the raw data? In the raw data there was nothing much to know there. Only you could know the highest score and the lowest value, and you could find range. But here in this ungrouped data, we are not going to group any of the data here. We are directly going to write the data entries here, and we are going to find the number of students who have obtained the same number. When we talk about ungrouped data, the number of frequency comes to the picture. Now what is frequency? See now, 10. Only one student have got 10. Now 92. You can see here 3 students have obtained 92 for 100. So this is called as frequency. How many times a data or a number or a score is being repeated is called as frequency. Now to solve this, I am just going to make a tabular column. Here it is of marks. I am going to enter all the marks scored by the students individually, like 10, 20, 36, 92. Since 92 is being repeated thrice, I am just going to write it once. Now I will find the number of students who have scored the same marks. 10, it is only 1. 20, 1. 36 is 3 students have scored it. 40. 50. 56. 60. 70. 90. 72. 80. 88. 92. 95. Now, so I have entered all the number of students. It is called as frequency here. How many times each number or each data is being repeated. Now if I add this, I will get a total of 30 because it is 30 students. So here you can do this using tally method also. What is tally? You can count like this: 1, 2, 3, or you can count 1 or 1, 2, 3, 4 and slash for 5. Suppose then it is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slash for 5. So it is easy for you to count many values or many digits. Now let's move on to the third group, group data. First you saw raw data, ungrouped data. Here the data given was very little, a very few one, so that you can make a tabular column and you can write the each entry and you can write the frequency. Now so long we saw raw data and ungrouped data. What did you notice there? In raw data there was only few data, only few number of students were there. Okay, marks of only 10 students. In ungrouped data there were marks of 30 students. But still you could make a tabular column, you could write the entries in the table and also the frequencies. Here in group data, if your data is being given like for 100 people or 100 numbers, so you can't make a tabular column and it is very lengthy process. You can't sit and count how many numbers or what it is. So easy way is grouping them. Suppose you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 numbers between this. You can group them as 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and that is called as class size, or you can call it as class width. You are grouping it and you are finding how many numbers fit into that. Now group of 5 or group of 10 or group of 6 or group of 3, however you feel it easier, you can do it. And later you can find how many numbers fit into the group, and you can count and you can write the frequency. Now see example 3 here. You can see 100 plants were given to 100 schools during Vana Mahotsav, and they are taking a surveillance where how many plants have been survived after plantation of this. So there are so many numbers where they have given so many schools, 100 schools are there, in that how many plants have been survived. So if I write the entire thing in a tabular column, it will take a long time, it's time consuming, and you can't sit and write it in a page, it will take long time. So I have grouped them 20 to 29, 30 to 39, etc. till 90 to 99. I have made a group of 10 each. Now I have been grouped this data into set of 10 groups, like 20 to 29, 30 to 39, etc. till 90 to 99. Now I find how many schools, in how many schools plants have been survived. From 20 to 29 plants, how many plants have been there? So in 3 schools, I find that from 20 to 29 plants have been survived. So carrying on the same procedure, I do till 90 to 99. And then I do the tally marks. This is called as tally. Then I write this, count this and write the frequency. So 20 to 29 plants have been survived in 3 schools. So from 30 to 39 plants have been survived in 14 schools. So from this table, I can just infer that more than 50 to 59 plants have been survived in from here. In these many schools, more than 50% of plant out of 100 is being survived. So it is easy for us to know how many plants have been survived or how many plants have been growing in those schools. So this is about group data. Now let me tell you the difference between ungrouped and group data. In the group data, you will be having so many data, and you're going to group it, and then later you'll find the tally marks, then you'll find the frequency. But in an ungrouped data, there will be no need to make any groups, or you can directly enter the entries. Now I have made a group from 20 to 29. So what is this group called as? It is called as class width, from 20 to 29. How many plants have been here? It is 10. So that is called as class width or class size.